সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আজকে চলে এসেছি আমাদের রোটারি ডিস্ট্রিক্ট 3281 এর ডিস্ট্রিক্ট কনফারেন্সে আমাদের একজন প্রধান অতিথির সাথে। তিনি সুদূর ইন্ডিয়া থেকে আমাদের সাথে একটা সুন্দর সময় কাটাতে, স্পেশালি তার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স শেয়ার করতে এবং আমাদেরকে গাইড করতে আমাদের সাথে আজকে আছেন PRID Ashok Mahajan. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is an amazing opportunity to take your interview in my TV show. Thank you so much for coming.
Most welcome.
And of course, thank you so much for coming in Bangladesh. Is it your first time or?
No, this is the second time I am coming.
Oh, really? So, how was your first visit? And
First visit was excellent. It was in the year 2013 when Ishtiaq was the governor of this district. I was invited for the Rotary Foundation seminar. So that time I was the trustee of the Rotary Foundation.
so, is there any difference between that time and this time?
Well, I don't find any difference because most of the people whom I knew that time, they are known to me also. So but only this is a bigger event.
Yes.
That was a smaller event.
Whatever I have heard about you, you have collected so many funds for polio. So, what was your inspiration?
Well, my inspiration was very simple. I was a member of the Indian National Polio Plus Committee for almost 10 years. And during that time, I was invited to serve as a coordinator for Polio Eradication Private Sector Initiative, in which we were expected to raise funds not from the Rotarians, but from the private sector. And fortunately for me, I knew daughter-in-law of Mrs. Birla of Aditya Birla Group. Her father was a friend of mine. Through her father, I approached Aditya Birla Group. And when I explained them why we need money, she was passionate and she immediately accepted to contribute. That time she contributed $250,000. Then I involved her in various Rotary activities concerning polio. And when I became director, I approached her and she agreed to give $1 million, and since she has been giving $1 million every year.
Fantastic. So, it's a big contribution.
Yes.
So, I think she has also some inspiration behind her mind.
No, not inspiration, but perhaps the motherly feeling, because she knew that we were working for the children who are getting paralyzed or who die. So the motherly feeling must have come, and she thought it is a good cause, so she contributed.
Fantastic. So, what do you think? Is it Rotary is doing really good nowadays? The day before actually had done.
Of course, Rotary is doing much more than what we were doing in the past. In the past, Rotary was accepting the small projects.
Yes.
Now Rotary accepts the big projects. Now see, apart from polio eradication program, Rotary has taken many big projects. Like in Asia, we are thinking of having the literacy program.
Yes.
We want to make every child literate. The education has to be there.
And adult literacy as well.
As well as adult literacy. Because adult.
How did you manage with your government organizations or the policies with that?
Well, we approached the government, and fortunately Rotary has its own image.
Oh.
The government recognizes Rotary, and perhaps it doesn't become much difficult to convince government to take part with the Rotary.
Okay. So, do you have any open exam policies for this project?
No, see, only thing is if the government spends the money and Rotary volunteers, government will be very happy. The government knows for certain that Rotary is spread in every nook and corner of the country. And whatever they want to do, they can get it done from Rotary.
Exactly.
That's the reason.
No, we met Shekhar Mehta as well.
Okay.
He is also assigned for the adult literacy. I have heard that literacy program from him as well.
That is true.
My question was, what was the changes of policies basically?
From government point of view?
Yeah.
See, government is also interested in increasing the literacy ratio in the country. What literacy ratio was 5 years ago and what it is today,
it changes radically.
Radical. So that's the reason government is also tempted that if some organization like Rotary comes forward, who not only gives the manpower, but we give the financial support also. Because fortunately, because with the image of Rotary, to get funds from the corporate for any project for us is not difficult task.
Okay.
So that
From CSR perspective.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, what do you think about the young people in Rotary?
Well, fortunately in India, the young people are coming in Rotary, but worldwide that scenario is different.
Why?
Well, maybe in a...
People are engaging themselves for themselves?
No, these days, normally what happens, when we were young, our working hours were 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Now these days it is not so.
No, true.
So that's one of the reasons that youngsters, they don't want to come for the Rotary.
Yeah, so much of engaging programs and times.
And number two, the youngsters have many other avenues to
explore themselves, like social media as well.
Social media as well. These are the...
Because Rotary was the platform where people can connect.
Yes.
So we say that Rotary can connect, or people
That's true.
connect. But now we have so many platforms.
That's what I'm...
So how can we make it much more interesting than before?
Well, we have to make our program more interesting. We have to show our working style that yes, Rotary is there for the service projects. Rotary is there to help the people. Rotary is there to promote literacy. Rotary is there to see a big project. And by saying that, the youngsters may get attracted.
So when did you start your Rotary life?
Oh, well, that's a very interesting question. I was a very young boy, and believe you me, I did not know much about Rotary. I only knew that Rotary is a people of higher status,
Yeah.
who do some service. Now, what service they were doing, I did not know, because I was a bachelor. I was hardly 25 years old that time. But first of all, I was a bachelor.
Yeah.
I had all the time in the world. And I saw that when I joined the club, I saw that yes, there were some activities going on, and that attracted me. And then I got involved in Rotary.
So what was your first project?
My first project, see, I don't know whether you remember, there was a railway strike by George Fernandez. And that time I got involved in arranging the trucks for those commuters, those who used to travel by train from Mulund to Mumbai. Mulund, where I live in, and Mumbai. And about 6 to 8 trucks I was managing. I was totally involved, and my employers were very kind enough to grant me leave also. Could do that, and that attracted me a lot. Yes, this is a good cause for which I am.
Fantastic.
And the second project which I had was establishing a library for the poor children. And when I got married, I thought that I must give something to the Rotary. So I donated, that time I donated about 8 to 10,000 rupees worth books to that library. And me and my wife, though we were just married, we and my wife, every day evening we used to go and visit that library.
That means that is your entertainment basically.
Maybe, yes.
And you enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
How does your wife, in fact, she was your partner and you were very much busy with Rotary as well. So how does she get time from you?
No, she doesn't have... She is not much demanding. She is a part of Rotary because she is a member of Inner Wheel Club of Mulund. The Inner Wheel is a ladies wing of Rotary. She is a past president there, and she is happy with that organization. And whenever I go anywhere, she accompanies me, and she sees that the Rotary is an organization of good people, where good things are happening. So she doesn't feel bad about it, she enjoys it.
Okay, great. So I have seen in this conference, you have spent whole day and night in the stage. Don't you feel bored?
Yes, well, you feel bored when you don't understand the language. But again, one must remember that there's a responsibility I have accepted.
Yes.
I knew where I was going. I knew that they don't speak English. Still I accepted. But once you accept the responsibility, it becomes your moral duty to fulfill that responsibility to the best of your ability.
How do you use in your social media and your public image in the...
Well, I use Facebook and I use Instagram, and I tweet a lot.
Okay.
And most of my tweets are either connected with Rotary or with the game of cricket because I love the game of cricket.
Oh.
And number 3 is my personal philosophy. See, I read a lot, I write a lot. Whatever my philosophy, whatever the teaching I have from my parents, that in some form or the other, I get reflected on my Twitter account. This is how I promote myself.
Great. And what's about your children?
My children, I have 2 children. My daughter, she is married. My son is also married. Daughter lives about, say, 1.5 kilometers away from my house. And my son is in US, doing well. He is also married. He has 2 children. My daughter has 1 child. And my son is working with Bloomberg. And my son-in-law is also working in the corporate sector in a good position.
So, are they involved in Rotary or they're just...
No, before marriage, both my children were involved in
Rotary.
Not Rotary, the youth wing of Rotary, the Rotarin.
Rotaract.
They were involved there. But what happens, since my son is in US, and US he finds very difficult in giving
To
the
continue.
time.
Okay.
And here my daughter, her husband is again very busy because he leaves office house at about 7 o'clock in the morning, come back after about 8:30 in the evening because he has to compute about 30 kilometers to and fro. But as far as my involvement in Rotary is concerned, they encourage me to the best of they can.
Great. So that means you got all kind of support from your family.
Yes, totally. Without the support of my family, I could never think of joining Rotary and becoming the president of my club or for the governor of my district or for that matter director of Rotary International and thereafter trustee of the Rotary Fund. See, I am very fortunate to have a younger brother.
Yes.
Who takes care of the business in my absence.
Otherwise impossible. Because it's occupied you like anything every day, every year. Like for a district governor, it's impossible to move for himself, for his business.
That is true. But I can move it simply because I have my brother to take care of the business in my absence.
So thanks to your brother as well. Otherwise...
Yeah, I always, from the Rotary platform, I always say that he is as good as Lakshman to Ram. I always say like that. Yes.
Fantastic. So thanks to your brother as well. Otherwise we can't...
Thanks to every member of my family. My parents, they supported me. My brother supports me. His wife supports me. My wife, of course, supports me. My children support me. So the entire family supports me as a role.
And that's why you are here.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Actually, what we are doing in our country, the project-wise, it's not that much big. But what kind of project can be sustainable for us?
For you?
Yeah, for us, for Bangladesh.
See, for Bangladesh, first of all, you must compliment Bangladesh. Bangladesh got polio-free in the year 2006. Whereas India got polio-free in the 2014.
Because of the matter of population as well.
Not only matter of population, perhaps your health...
dedication, yeah.
Education is much better or administration is much better. Otherwise...
Government was very active on that time.
So that's a big thing they have done. And they also do many good projects. Not that they are not doing good projects. But then you must remember that the Rotary population in Bangladesh is much less than what we have in India.
Yes.
Here you have hardly 10,000 Rotarians, whereas we have over 150,000 Rotarians. That makes all the difference. Number 3, see the villages in India, their demand is much more than what it is here. So these are the reasons. But still they are doing good job. And just now I was sitting on the foundation session. The kind of work you are doing through Rotary Foundation is magnificent.
Thank you so much. So, is there any advice for young people?
See, I strongly believe that if the youngster join the organization like Rotary, their future is secured. I tell you why. Because once they join Rotary, they will see what kind of people they are. The discipline will automatically inculcate in them. I still remember I was just 25 or 26 years old when I used to attend the Rotary Club of Bombay, the main club in Bombay, the premier club in the country. Now, rubbing your shoulder with a person like J.R.D. Tata, that time, I was 26 years old. Rubbing your shoulder with a person like J.R.D. Tata, Nani Palkiwala, Dr. Shantilal Mehta, Justice Bhima Dalal. See, two things happen.
Big people.
Big people. Yeah. Two things happen. First of all, you get encouraged to do something what they are doing. Number two, you try to learn or try to make yourself of that kind of person. And they were the nice people. So you see, even today J.R.D. Tata is remembered everywhere. Dr. Nani Palkiwala is known everywhere. See, these were the international stature people, and rubbing shoulder with them, you get something out of that.
Exactly.
So if the youngsters join Rotary, they will see how the people are working, how the Rotary leaders are working, and seeing that they also will improve.
Great. I think this will be a good inspiration for us as well.
Naturally.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Thanks for coming and also for interviewing this show.
Thank you very much.
I have to say goodbye to my audience and then I will come back and let me talk to you more.
Thank you very much.
দর্শক, আজকের মতো শেষ করছি কফি উইথ রোটারিয়ান। আমি নাইলা বাড়ি ছিলাম আপনাদের সাথে এবং থাকবো বিজয় টিভির সাথে। আজকে আমাদের সাথে ছিলেন রোটারিয়ান অশোক মহাজন এবং তার কাছ থেকে শুনলাম তার লাইফের গল্প, তার ইন্সপিরেশনের গল্প। আশা করি কিছুটা ইন্সপিরেশন আপনাদের মধ্যেও যোগাবে কিভাবে রোটারি মানুষের জন্য দিনের পর দিন কাজ করে আসছে। আমাদের সাথেই থাকুন, বিজয় টিভির সাথেই থাকুন। অনেক অনেক ভালো থাকুন। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।